Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Sheed. Who else is out there? I know there's somebody else out there. Barb. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, as you can see, we are out in the studio today. Lights are a bit bright. Got a little reflection going on with my glasses. Hope that doesn't deter from our project today. So, and that's just it. Today we have a project that we're working on. The holiday season is like here. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm, brain's already meshing about what I'm going to do for who and when. And so that's where today's project comes into play. Today's project is the 12 months. Did you catch that? 12 months of Christmas. And that's exactly what it is. It is a project that is going to gift for 12 months. Yay! I found, and of course, this is not the best setup here. Hey, before I get started on this, those of you that are watching this from Facebook, I don't understand why. I can't figure it out. But the Facebook people, I can't seem to get your comments. I would love to hear from you. I would love to say hello. I am so sorry if this is a problem. But if you want to join in on the comments, if you want to be here, jump over to YouTube at Quick to Stitch. My live videos are there as well. Okay, so back to the project. 12 months of Christmas. So, we all have that mother-in-law. Do we all have a mother-in-law? I have a mother-in-law. I have a mother-in-law who I made some yard banners for. My machines look beautiful. Thank you. We're not going to stitch on one, but we're going to pretend that we're going to stitch on one. That's why it's on. Can you hear it in the background? It's humming. It's going. Okay, so I made some banners for her, and this was years ago. And you know how fabric out in the weather. Thank you, Cindy. Out in the weather kind of fades. Yeah. Well, she asked for a new banner. So in addition to the other gift that I am gifting her, I am gifting her some new banners. I don't know if this is going to work. Yep. All right. I can't get the little picture-in-picture set up out here. So I hope this works. Okay. So I found some table runners. I'm an Amazon Prime user, but Amazon Prime didn't have what I was looking for. But they came up at the Walmart, online at the Walmart. So I ordered them. I know, Cindy, aren't they? Look at this. Now, you're not going to see January, February, March, and April because I have those set off. But look at this. This is, May flowers. What a mess. Obviously just another spring, April, May, June, July, August, July, August. Yeah, August. September, start of fall. October, Thanksgiving. Of course, you got to have all the pumpkins. Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Halloween. This is Thanksgiving. And of course, Christmas. So here, I'm going to set these off to the side because, I just wanted to show them off. But there are 12 of them, one for each month. Oh, what a mess. Be right back. I'm back. And what I'm doing, and it's just real simple. It's just real simple. Each table runner is going to have an initial on it. Yeah. Last name is Brugger, so big old B here. But that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Well, maybe not all there is. That's all the embroidery to it. So here's January. Isn't that pretty? Nice winter scene. Yeah. And February, February's got to have the hearts going. The only thing you want to be careful with is the contrast. I really think instead of using red, I probably should have used a white to get a bigger contrast. Hold on just a second.
Here's a heart. Love you. She's mine. You guys can't have her. Come on, dog. Let's go outside.
So I should have changed. That was the husband. Yeah.
Come on. Let's go outside.
He knows.
Well, I heard heart.
So anyways, sorry, I got frazzled. So anyways, just watch the thread contrast. This one turned out great because I went with a darker color with a light, a darker lettering over this lighter table run. Yeah, he went to Everything Embroidery Market with me last year. Maybe I can drag him to another event this year. Okay, so what are we doing today? I'm not just showing off project. We're actually going to kind of do it. You ready? Oh, April, aka Easter, right? All right. So here's the thing about these table runners. Hi, Diane. Good morning. Here's the thing about these table runners. Table runners are long. And what's on one side, on one end, is on the other. So you actually get 2 banners per table runner. Yeah, you do. So what's the first thing we need to do to make this a banner, a garden banner? Well, we need to take 1 and make it 2. Let's see, scissors. And someday I'll have this studio area, this video area set. Make it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. But right now I'm just cutting. And these things came with a natural fold. Oh, yes. Cindy, it's hard when a family member needs to go into assisted living, but it can be such a benefit for them. And you're right. In the assisted living community, and I know this myself, they go all out to personalize their space. And these banners, whether you hang them on the door or hang them in the room. And Cindy, yes, not on Amazon. I couldn't find them on Amazon, but I did find them on the Walmart website. So I've taken my 1 banner, my 1 table runner, and cut it in half to make 2 banners. Now, what do you do with the second banner? Well, you could use it yourself. You could gift it to somebody else. You could sell it. Oh, wouldn't this be a great package? I spent about $40 on 12 banners. You could easily recoup that expense by selling a set for $40. Hey, Frank, welcome to the party. Did you bring the balloons? Maybe the cake? A little early for wine, but we got our coffee, right? Yeah. So, Frank, just to recap for you, I'm making garden banners today as a gift, a holiday gift for my mother-in-law. I found a set of 12 table runners that have a decoration suitable for every month. So we've just cut one of these table runners in half. So now we have 2 banners. And what we're going to do next is we're going to hoop this banner. Reaching. And of course, you can't see that either. Ooh. Haha. I'll be right back. So we're going to hoop this banner. I used a 5x7 hoop and cutaway stabilizer. Now, when you're done with this, you can cut away the stabilizer or you can leave it in, because remember, you're going to have a front and a back. So nobody's going to see the back. Nobody's going to see the stitch work or the stabilizer. The thing you have to do, though, is you have to make sure that you're centering properly. And the other thing about these banners, these table runners, not only do they have a natural centerfold for cutting, they actually keep a crease if you fold them yourself. So you can keep that center. You know what I lost? There it is. And you know, I use my Mighty hoops because I love these magnetic hoops. And you go in, and then of course you're ready to go. Make sure your stabilizer is set on both sides. Turn around to the machine. Turn around to the machine. And load it up. Ta-da! And then, of course, you press the start button. And what happens after you press the start button? Let's find January again, because I really like January. You stitch out your bee or your decoration, whatever you're doing to decorate. Now, what do you have here? You just have a massively long piece of fabric that has a piece of embroidery on it. So how do you bannerize it? Well, you got to think where the environment is. Now, if it's an indoor environment, this might not be so important. But an outdoor environment, you want to make sure that it's not going to go flapping in the wind. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to secure the edges. Don't forget, you still have a raw edge down here at the bottom. What are you going to do with that? Well, again, you're going to secure it. I would turn it over, finger press it, turn it over again. So I have an edge that is not going to ravel. But, unless I do something, it's going to open up. So how do you secure this? Well, I'm going to use a sewing machine. Not everybody has a sewing machine. You could do this on your embroidery machine. It's just a simple line. Measure your line, measure your edge to edge, right? This one, I believe, is 12 inches. Oh, actually more like 13. Yeah, it's about 13 inches. So digitize a straight line and, lay your piece on there and stitch that straight line. As a straight line, you could probably get away with using just a tearaway in your hoop, just something to support it while that line is being stitched. And there you go. Me, so like I said, I'm going to use a machine. Oh, here's some other things. There's a product called Stitch Witchery. It's just your fusible in a roll. It's just like a 1 inch or a 1/2 inch wide fusible on a roll. You could fuse using a fusible. Christ, you could even use a piece of your heating bond. Just cut a narrow strip, lay it in there, and press it. It is. And, Cindy said that she just ordered a set of the table runners from the website. And it's already printed. Yeah, it's probably mass produced in some foreign country where they're making pennies on the dollar. And yes, this year, my goal is to shop local. But this product was not available local. And Cindy's right. It would have cost massively more if I had appliqued a set. Okay. So here's something else. Like I said, you could use Stitch Witchery. Yeah, Cindy, you're right. Cindy says everything is in comment to, foreign made product. You could also use fabric glue. If you don't have a sewing machine or you prefer not to use it, I actually had to dig mine out. I keep it in its tote. But you can use a fabric glue. Just glue along the edges. Just be careful that you don't glue your fingers together. But there are dozens of different ways that you can secure your project. Like I said, I'm going to use sewing machine. Haven't done this in a while. Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, I don't have to go across the top. I mean, I could just for the seam. And maybe I will. But for our project today, I'm just going to line up. I'm going to give you the whole screen. How's that sound? I'm just going to line up the edge of the fabric to the edge of my foot, and that will maintain the seam allowance for me. Of course, you got to keep things straight. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to tuck this under. And needle down. Thank you. I'm going to turn my corner. I fold my edges again. Oops. Come on. Up. I had too much going on. Almost there. I know. What fun for you guys, huh? Watching me stitch like this. Oh, I don't usually do my sewing live and on the air. Make sure your edges are together. Come on, little girl. Oh. Oh, that wasn't good. Did I ever tell you guys that this show is done live, unedited, uncut, words and all? I like live.
Yeah, but it's with apparel.
So, here we go. All right. Oh, that was rough. I'll clean this up later. But yeah, now we have our banner and it's sealed. We could probably run along the edge again. But hey, listen, we've got one more thing. One more thing, right? How are we going to hang it? Oh, you want to know about my sewing machine? This is a Husqvarna Viking Topaz 50. I know, big long name. It's a embroidery sewing machine, and it became part of my bundle of machines when I was using all flatbed machines before I got the big multi-needles. With the multi-needles, I got rid of all of the flatbed machines except this one. And I kept this one because it has an awesome sew quality. I mean, they all do. All the Huskies have an awesome sew quality. It's a smaller machine, but it still can use, it still has a really huge sewing field. So if I need it for embroidery, a large project, I have that capability. And like I said, it's a good machine. I've had this machine for about 7 years now. And no, she doesn't get a lot of sewing jobs. But when she does, she's very dependable. Okay, so our banner. We just made our banner. But how do we ban it? You know, how do we hang it out in the garden? Because we didn't allow for any hooping. We didn't allow for any kind of fold over. Well, I found something for that too. One of the things that my mother-in-law told me about the last set of banners I made was that what does Barb say here? Hold on. You thought it was a Viking. You have a ruby for the hoop in the hoop projects and a sapphire for quilting. Nice. Again, the Huskies are beautiful machines. The quality is just phenomenal. I love my Huskies. So one of the things my mother-in-law told me with the last set was that I had used a fold-over technique with those little cam snaps, which worked out great because, you know, the cam snaps actually held up longer than the fabric. Cindy, you're right. Before you sew the top, you could put ribbon. You could put loops to hang with the ribbons. But look what I found. I found these. Can you see this? Hold on. I found these. Yeah. The rings come in an assortment of sizes. They're little clips. I mean, she'll get a set for each one of her banners. But theoretically, to change a banner, all she's going to have to do is unclip and reclip. What are those? They're clips. Let's see. Made in China. They're called curtain rings with clips. Once I'll link the site. I know it's an awesome idea. I'll link the site in with the show notes on YouTube. Can you imagine what else you can do with these? Yeah, I know. I used something similar. For hanging the little cafe curtains in the kitchen. What is it, Diane? Oh, Diane uses these types of clips for hanging her cutting mats. Ooh, you're such a smart cookie. Yeah, good job. So, with the clips and a little sewing, a little embroidery, we have a gift that keeps on giving for the 12 months of Christmas. What do you think? I thought that was fun. Now, while we're here, I have two things I want to talk to you about. Sorry, I got a little dry throat today. Oh, yes, Diane, you're right. It is a cute project, and it is quick, and it's easy. And you know, the holidays are so frantic for us anyways. I like giving gifts that are personalized in some way, which does not mean going to the Target and pulling something off the shelf. Yes, I went to the Walmart and ordered something, but I'm making it personal for the mother-in-law. I think she's going to like them. Okay, 2 announcements. I received an email, and I don't know if you guys saw this. I posted it, but like I said, I don't know if you saw it. You know, I got that whole laser project that like fell into a deep, dark hole. Well, I got an email from somebody that I had been reaching out to, and we were talking back and forth. He has the same laser cutting machine, and he has successfully mounted and used an aftermarket camera system on his machine, and he's putting it together in a kit. Of course, it's going to be a few weeks before everything is set. He's working with an overseas provider of the cameras, and he's 3D creating the mounting apparatus and the whole wiring, but it's going to be a whole complete kit. So it's backburnered, but I'm going to try that whole laser project again. I know. I was so disappointed after weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, so sometime in the future, we will address cutting out patches with laser again. All right, so that's the first announcement. Second announcement. Yeah, I'm hoping, Cindy's saying that she's really glad that we're getting that issue fixed. You know, you make an investment in a piece of equipment based on what little knowledge you can glean from all of your research, and trusting in the marketing and trusting in what the equipment says it can do. And then once you get it, you spend weeks and weeks and weeks trying to get it to do what they said it would do. only to be told by their text support service that it can't do it. Oh, what a disappointment. I will still use the laser. I'll use it for other projects. In fact, I've got a couple of projects in mind for the holidays. Remember I said I like that whole personalizing thing. Second announcement. I still have some time on this one, but I'm going to be experimenting for the next probably couple of months. StreamYard, for those of you that use a streaming service, that use StreamYard, they made some changes to their plans. You know me. I am not only a small business, I am a micro small business. I don't make the whole, $500,000 a year in, production. But I want to be there for you. I want to continue to communicate to you different projects and different things that go with this. So I'm looking at other services. Yeah, for me, just the base StreamYard's just their base plan is almost $500 a year. To me, it's not worth the $500. That $500, yes, and this is double. So, I was okay with $250 because, you break that out into how much per week. And yes, I could do the same thing with the breaking out of how much per week. But that other $250 can buy me supplies, can innovate my hopefully overhead rigging system so that I can give you better presentation here in the shop. So over the next couple of weeks, we may have some glitches in our presentations because I will be trying different services. The other thing that I'm hoping is that using this other service, I've got a couple I'm looking at. Using these other services will clear up the Facebook issue we're having. Diane, you're a Facebook user. You're here from Facebook. Okay. I don't know if you know this, Diane, but we've been having trouble getting people from on the Facebook platform to join us here in the broadcast. So like I said, I'm hoping that the new service, whatever service it ultimately no, actually, Cindy wants to know if StreamYard is just for Facebook. And actually, it's not. StreamYard is a third party that, by agreement with Facebook, are supposed to work. Facebook allows permission to StreamYard to access the Facebook platform to broadcast a live stream. Only they've changed a few things. There are things you can't do. Oh, thank you. Rashid, thank you. That's how we all learn. We share information. And that's who I am. I don't have a lot of knowledge. I do gather knowledge, and what I do, I like to share. If it works for me, I'm hoping that maybe somebody else can find value in it. So, like I said, over the next few weeks, there may be some hiccups and some glitches, but we're going to try to make this work. Yeah, Frank is telling me that Facebook keeps dropping the link. I had been doing that. Cindy wants to know if I could just tell people on Facebook to join me at YouTube. And I had been including YouTube, but I think at this point I'm going to make a point of having people focus on joining me through YouTube if I'm using StreamYard. So those are my announcements. Going to change the streaming, and hopefully the laser will come into play again. All right, people. Don't want to take up your whole weekend. Don't want to take up your whole weekend. Don't want to take up your whole day. So you all have a great day. I'm going to go make, what have I got here? I got 9 more banners to make. Yay! 9 banners. You're welcome, Diane. I'm going to go over here now. Oops, wrong one. And say
Wasn't that fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.